All right, so welcome everyone to our deep dive today. We're going to be taking a look at cooking and nutrition.
Yes,
And this is a topic I think that a lot of people are interested in these days,
it's true.
but it can be kind of overwhelming, you know,
Absolutely.
to kind of try to figure out how to cook healthy meals and all that.
Yeah, where do you even start?
Yeah, there's so much information out
Right.
there.
And so we have got two really interesting sources today to help us kind of break it all down. One is this knowledge organizer that is packed with all sorts of like definitions and tips.
Okay.
And then we also have this like really cool diagram that shows us the journey that beef takes
Oh, wow.
from farm to table.
Okay, interesting.
So we're going to be kind of like looking at all of this and hopefully equipping you with some knowledge that will help you make, healthier and more informed choices when you're in the kitchen.
I like that, informed choices.
Yes.
That's what we want.
Okay, so let's jump right in.
Let's do it. So the knowledge organizer starts off by defining nutritional value.
Okay.
And I think this is like a really key concept to kind of understand.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, it's one thing to just like eat food,
Right.
but it's another thing to eat food that's actually like giving your body what it needs.
Exactly. And it's not always intuitive.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of times people get really hung up on like calories,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like, is it low calorie or high calorie? But the knowledge organizer really stresses that it's so much more than that.
Yeah, that's just one small piece of the puzzle.
Right, exactly. And so they say that, one of the best things you can do is to really pay attention to food labels.
Yes, food labels are so important.
Right. And not just like glancing at them, but like really like digging in and comparing different products.
Yeah, because you might be surprised
Yeah.
by what you find.
Yeah, for sure. And they specifically mention, looking at things like fiber content.
Oh, yeah. Fiber is so important for our digestion. And a lot of people don't get enough.
And it keeps you full.
Exactly.
That's good for weight management.
Yes, absolutely.
And then protein is another one.
Protein is key for building and repairing tissues.
Yep.
Maintaining a healthy metabolism.
Mm-hmm.
So many important functions.
And then also they talk about like sugar content.
Ah, yes, sugar.
Which I think is something that a lot of people don't even realize how much sugar they're consuming.
It's hidden everywhere, right?
It really is. It's like, it's in everything.
You wouldn't even suspect it.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, the knowledge organizer really emphasizes like, you have to go beyond just looking at the calories.
Absolutely.
And really think about like, what are the other nutrients that are in this food?
That's right. What's actually going into your body.
Exactly. Okay, so moving on from that, the knowledge organizer also talks about the importance of preventing cross-contamination.
Oh, yeah. This is huge.
I know. I think this is something that a lot of people, like, maybe they've heard of it, but they don't really know what it means or like...
Yeah. Or they think it's not a big deal.
Right. And they give this really simple tip that I love.
Okay.
They say use different colored chopping boards for different types of food.
I love that tip. I actually do that in my own kitchen.
Really?
It just makes it so much easier to keep things straight.
Right. Like you have your like red chopping board for meat.
Right.
And then like a green one for veggies and like...
Yeah, exactly.
It just makes it so visual and easy to remember.
And it's really important because when you're working with raw meat especially,
Yeah.
there's a lot of bacteria that can be present.
Right.
And you don't want to transfer that bacteria to your fruits and vegetables or other foods that you're going to be eating raw.
Right. Because then you could get sick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could end up with food poisoning.
Yeah, and nobody wants that.
No one wants that.
Okay, so moving on to a slightly more fun topic.
Okay, good.
We are going to talk about spaghetti bolognese.
Oh, a classic.
Right.
Who doesn't love spaghetti bolognese?
Right, and what I love about spaghetti bolognese is that it is so adaptable.
Oh, yeah.
Like you can add different ingredients, you can substitute ingredients, you can remove ingredients.
Possibilities are endless.
Right, it's like a blank canvas for culinary creativity.
I love that.
And the knowledge organizer really emphasizes this too.
Yeah, and it's a great way to sneak in some extra veggies.
Right.
If you have picky eaters, you can like grate some zucchini into the sauce.
That's a good idea.
They won't even know it's there.
I like that.
Or you can add some finely chopped mushrooms.
Right.
Boost the nutritional value.
And the flavor.
And the flavor, exactly.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to our beef diagram.
Okay, this should be interesting.
I know, I'm really excited to like kind of walk through this with you.
Yeah.
So this diagram, it shows us the journey that beef takes from like literally the farm
Okay.
where the cows are raised all the way to our plates. And it's really pretty amazing to see, like, all of the different steps that are involved.
Hmm.
So it starts off, obviously, with the farm. You know, the cows are raised on a farm,
Right.
and then they are transported to a processing plant
Okay.
where they are well processed.
Right.
And then from there, the beef is inspected.
Oh, wow. So there's like a whole inspection process.
Yeah, to make sure that it's safe for consumption.
Right. Of course. Makes sense.
And then it's packaged up,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's distributed to, like, grocery stores and restaurants and all that.
Wow. That's a lot of steps.
Yeah, it's quite a journey.
I never really thought about it before.
I know. It's kind of crazy when you think about it.
And I bet that whole journey, affects more than just the taste.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, the conditions on the farm,
Yeah,
the way the animals are treated,
right.
the transportation methods, all of that can have an impact on the quality of the meat.
The nutritional content as well.
Exactly. And also the sustainability of the whole process.
Right.
I mean, there are a lot of ethical considerations, too.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not just about getting a tasty steak on your plate.
Right. It's like a whole system.
Exactly.
Okay, so, wow, we have covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
Let's do a quick recap.
Okay.
So we talked about the importance of understanding nutritional value
Yes.
and going beyond just calories.
Right. Reading those food labels carefully.
Exactly. We talked about preventing cross-contamination.
Different colored chopping boards.
Yes, I love that tip.
Simple but effective.
Mm-hmm. And then we talked about how adaptable spaghetti bolognese is.
So many possibilities
Yeah.
to boost both flavor and nutrition.
Exactly. And then finally, we explored the amazing journey that beef takes.
From farm to table.
Yes.
Quite the adventure.
It really is. All right, so I think that's about all we have time for today, but I hope this has given you some food for thought.
I hope so.
No pun intended.
Well, maybe a little bit intended.
Yeah. But yeah, next time you're in the kitchen, take a moment to really think about the journey of each ingredient.
Yes. Where did it come from?
Yeah.
How did it get to your plate?
How can you make choices that are both delicious
Right.
and responsible?
And good for your body.
Yeah, exactly.
Food is powerful.
It is. All right, well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive,
It's been a pleasure.
and we'll see you next time.
Until then, happy cooking, everyone.